This is what it's gonna be. What I figured could be really fun to do before the raid is about to commence, guys, is go over a little bit of a molten core tier list of the scary bosses and not so scary bosses within the molten core. And we'll start from the first boss and then go down the list, guys. Okay, so the first boss we're gonna be fighting in molten core is going to be... Oh my god, I was gonna say the name, but all these freaking snakes look so similar. I believe the first one is Lucifron. Lucifron is, I would say he's not that difficult. He is the first boss of Molten Core. It's this guy right here. He has a few adds. So he has an ability called Dominate Mind, which is a mind control. This is the main scary thing, because you can get mind controlled, nobody dispels the mind control, and then all the rogues pop Blood Flurry, and you insta-die to cleave. Because the usual strategy is like you stack up Lucifron and the ads, and then you cleave it all down, someone gets mind control, they get one shot, right? So if we keep a track on the Dominate Mind, we don't cleave, and we dispel it fast, it shouldn't be too bad. Impending Doom, this is not really a big deal. It looks really scary, but it's really not. Lucifron's Curse is really annoying. This makes all your abilities cost 100% more, which is, if you're a rogue, your Sinister Strike costs 80 energy, and it's horrible. It's definitely horrible. And then there's Shadow Shock, which is essentially just like a thing, right? Like a little shock ability. If decurses go out fast and the spells go out fast, this boss shouldn't be a big deal. There's 4 ads, you killed those no, there's 2 ads actually. 4 ads is in the increased version. There's 2 ads, you kill them super fast, and then Lucifron goes down. I would say he's not easy peasy, but I think there is potential for deaths. Because like Lucifron in of itself isn't scary, but the mind control can be super sketch. I think it could go either way. He's like in the middle of the pack, I think. He's not scary, he's not really hard. Then we have Majordomo. Honestly, this boss ain't too hard. I would say he's probably the easiest boss. There's Conflict, there's Frenzy, Lava Bomb, Magma Spit, and a Fear. The only thing that's scary here is Fear. But is it really scary? No. He's easy peasy. Gehenna's, interesting boss. Interesting boss. Gehenna's has also 2 ads, as you can see right here. He has an ability, or is it him that has the ability? I believe it is him. It's called Fist of Ragnaros. It's an AoE stun that can be hit on pretty much anyone in melee. And you usually fap before you go in on this guy, and then you avoid the stun whilst you do that. And it's going out, chat. I'm in the raid group. I am in the raid group. We're just chilling a bit. And then apart from that, there's a healing reduction. There needs to be dispels on this, and then the Rain of Fire, right? Gehenna's isn't that scary. I highly doubt we'll get any... I would say it's easier than Majordomo, or it's easier than Lucifron, but it's a bit more difficult to deal with than Gehenna's. Right, that's pretty how I would say that. Next boss is Garr. Garr, we guys know how that goes. There's a lot of ads on Garr, and they need to be tanked. This is the first scary boss. He has a lot of ads, as you can see here. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Is it 6 ads? Yeah, there's 6 ads. Or 7? Is it 8? Is it really? It's a lot. Okay, he has a lot of ads. 3 of them will be banished, and the other 5 will have to die one by one. What you would normally do in like a normal vanilla is you would just take the ads, and then you would literally kill all the ads, and then after that you would go on Garr. Alright, sorry. You would take the ads to the side, and you would just nuke down Garr. After Garr dies, you would kill the ads one by one. How we're gonna do it is we're probably gonna be nuking down the ads one by one. There's also an anti-magic pulse, remove some beneficial spells, enrage. I think there could be deaths. I think I would put Garr here. Potential for multiple deaths. Or I would say extremely scary. I would say out of the bosses, he's probably the scariest. All right, next boss. Let's speedrun this a little bit, guys. Next boss, we got Garr, or Baron Geddon, sorry. Baron Geddon, very notorious boss to wipe people in hardcore. There's the living bomb, and it can blow people up, right? He has Armageddon. Whenever he starts pulling the Armageddon, you need to run out, right? And then there's the living bomb. Armageddon can really kill people if they fuck up. And living bomb can also really kill people, but I think people really over-exaggerate how hard Baron Geddon is. It's just like, move out with a bomb, and that's it. But we are in a guild with some people that have not done this before. So maybe they're gonna panic, and maybe we're gonna have deaths, right? I would say it could go either way. But maybe I would put it here, potential for multiple deaths, actually. Next is Shazrar. Shazrar is the target dummy. In vanilla, he's a target dummy. Everybody pops a greater arcane protection potion. You go in and you just nuke him down. He does do an arcane explosion, which could kill melee players. But he has no HP. He's really easy to kill. There could be some melee players dying, but I highly doubt it. I don't think it should have any deaths. Next is Golemagg. No, actually, technically, it's Sulfuron. You do Sulfuron next. Sulfuron, target dummy. There's 4 ads. You kill the 4 ads. You have 1 tank on each. You kick the heals, and then afterwards, you pretty much just kill you kill Sulfuron. I would say he's easy peasy. Does have an ability, yes, which you should decurse, right? Like, this is the healing that you gotta do, and then there's Shadow or Pain. It's not that hard. He's easy. You kick the heals, you kill the mobs 1 by 1, and then that guy. Then we got Golemagg, the incinerator. That is, honestly, I would say he's an easy boss too. He has 2 dogs. You drag out the dogs. The dogs needs to be far enough away from Golemagg to where their noses are not red anymore because they enrage. You tank the 2 dogs and you kill Golemagg. Whenever he gets 10% health, he does like a big stomp AoE damage, but it's nothing really crazy. I would say, generally, he's easy peasy. I don't think Golemagg is very hard. Yeah, he's a target dummy. Majordomo. This boss can panic people a lot. This boss can actually be really scary. I would say out of the bosses in Molten Core, this is the one that requires the most coordination. Because there's like 4 healers and there's 4 big elites. They need to die 1 by 1. Whenever 4 of the mobs are dead, then they can no longer be CC'd, and it'll be like a free-for-all in a sense. You need to kill them 1 by 1, because when you kill one, the rest of them heals. Right? You can also be summoned into the middle of the room. I would say this one is scary. For the guild, I would say he's extremely scary. I would rate him as high as Baron Geddon. It's just because they have a lot of ads that are actually scary. Final boss, this shouldn't be that bad. We position all the people at the correct places, 1 by 1, and then we attack the boss. Melees move in, melees move out. But it's a very small margin of error. If you make a small mistake, maybe the tank gets knocked and the other tank doesn't go in. Maybe the melee stay in for too long. Maybe someone gets knocked back into other people. Maybe we won't have enough DPS to like skip phase 2. I would say he's extremely scary. I would say Garr is scarier than Majordomo. I would say Garr I would say Garr probably is one of the scariest. Then Rag and then Majordomo. Gehenna's is easier than Shazra, I would say. And then like this, right? So Golemagg is the easier, harder of these 2. If we do get phase 2, it'll be kind of rough. If we get phase 2 in freaking, that'll be rough, dude. Yeah, I would put Shazra down here too. I agree. If I could put trash mobs here, guys, I don't have a picture for trash mobs, but I would honestly, that's what I would put it there. We all wipe the trash. That's it. That's literally what's gonna happen. That's my tier list, guys. There it is. Thanks for watching. We're all gonna die. It's gonna be horrible.